Alrighty guys, so I haven't made a video in a long time, but decided to make one for you guys. But before we go into the deck tech, I just want to highlight my sponsor, Mana Traders, for sticking by me throughout all this time. I know I've been a little bit sporadic making content, but I do really appreciate them sticking by me and supporting me making content. And I am going to start making more content around Premodern and things like that, so do stay tuned for the channel, guys. Alright, so we're going to go with the mana base. I've got 26 land, 4 Adarkar Wastes, 1 Coastal Tower, 1 Prosperity, 2 Faerie Conclave, 4 Flooded Strand, 6 islands, 4 factories, 3 plains, Skycloud Expanse. Now I'm only showing you the deck that I actually played. In all honesty, I think I would up the Dust Bowl to 2 because it's so good against those man lands, especially if you're playing against those Geddon type decks or Terravore decks. They have so many man lands, you just want to blow them up with Dust Bowl if you can. You've also got the 4 swords, the Phyrexian Furnace, the 2 Disenchant, the 4 Impulse, 4 Mana Leak, 3 Standstill, 4 Counterspell, 1 Dismantling Blow, 1 Humility, 2 Wrath of Gods. To be honest with you, I didn't see them enough. I most probably would up that to 3. Dismantling Blow was a little bit clunky in my hand sometimes. Sometimes I prefer to have just another third Disenchant. Obviously the Factor of Fiction is... Why have we not all got 3 Factor of Fiction in here? We should have 3 Factor of Fiction. Add 1 to the deck, there we go. Yeah, so sorry about that. And then we got the 2 Exalted Angel and 3 Decree. Now I know a lot of people go, oh, why the hell are you playing Exalted Angel when you got Humility in there? But the life gain is so important in this format. I think, you know, sometimes you don't always find that humility, so having life gain in your deck can be relevant. And if you need to, you could always disenchant your own humility, but most of the time you want to, you know, have that in play. And if you find the Exalted Angel later on, I mean, a lot of decks are playing Naturalize and things like that, so just you playing humility doesn't guarantee that it's going to stay there forever. But it does buy you a little bit of time against goblins and things like that, because obviously Ringleader doesn't do anything when it enters the battlefield. So anyway, we got sideboard, Circle of Protection red, Seal of Cleansing, Wrath of God, 3 Annul, 1 Blue Blast, 2 Hydroblast, 1 Stifle, 2 Teferi's Response, 2 Phyrexian Furnace and 1 Powder Keg. The deck's been doing really, really well for me online. I'm actually thinking of going to a Premodern tournament soon, so I don't know how quickly I'm going to release this video, but this is most probably the deck I'm going to play. Obviously, I was playing blue-white Parallax Tide for a long time, but decided to play this, obviously because Parallax Tide has been banned. I hope you enjoyed the content here, guys, and I am thinking of uploading this to my other YouTube channel, MTGO, as well, so do follow that channel. I'm going to start bringing pre-modding content to that as well. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the content, and yeah, just see you in future videos. You take care, guys. Bye bye. Fucking terrible. Alright. Let's keep, I guess. Get rid of this. I would like some actual removal, but we might have done any more than this. It's just getting ridiculous. This might be the mirror match. Definitely looks like the mirror match. I think it is. Let's go for a Back to Fiction. Any order? Maybe should have gone for land, actually, think about it. Yeah, that was a mistake. This looks like the mirror match, so yeah, I should have gone for a land. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do get a land, so that's good. Alright. Might be going for a Factor Fiction here. Let's leak that. Draw step. Factory. Ship the turn to them. Another Factor Fiction? Huh. He does it for 2. Hmm. Well, it's Factor Fiction. No lands. Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna choose the bigger pile. But yeah, that's very disappointing. Conclave. We'll take the 2. Swords one of them, I guess. If we're going to decree, we want to do it for a lot, so. Alright, let's ship the turn. No blockers here. We will decree for free. Land's good. Swing for free. He might have another decree. That might be why he's willing to do this. Maybe not. I think he's missed a land drop. Wonder if he's gonna try and cast a Wrath of God. No. We're gonna mana leak. He might wanna counter this. Maybe not. Let's play a factory here. So it's newly controlled. Let's pump this one up. Let's attack for 5. Alright, he's down to 13. We played a land. Let's pass the turn back to them. Another Wrath. Standstill. It's a little bit annoying. Let's try and mana leak it. And mana leak back unless I pay 3. Yeah, let's pay 3. Does he pay 3? He should have just paid the 3, but alright, fair enough. But the thing is here, like, we're actually in a really good position. Like, we don't need to cast any spells. Alright, fair enough. Let's pump this up. Let's pump this up. Let's attack for 7. Like, he must have a decree here, or else he wouldn't be doing this. He's going to cast a spell into his own standstill here. What the hell is going on? That was silly. Alright, let's Powder Keg. Let's... Maybe another seal. Powder Keg's good against the 1/1s. Humility's not great. I'm just going to keep one angel in. Teferi's response doesn't look too bad if it does target some of our lands. But then, nah. Actually, it might be quite good if he's got a Dust Bowl. I might bring one in. I think Standstill's terrible in this matchup. Stifle seems good against their decree. Furnace, I guess. Might be playing accumulated knowledge. I don't know. Didn't see that though, did we? We had a few dead cards there, I think, so it was worth. Alright, we got lots of land, which we want to see against control. Some we're just going to keep. We got any man lands, but yeah. We're planes until pass. Keeping the standstill in, fair enough. Fair enough. Must have manlands. Teferi's response. Surprised he isn't playing out manlands. Alright, Dust Bowl's pretty strong. It is non-basic though, so just keep playing out our basic lands here. play out the Conclave and let's get him to start blowing up his lands if he wants to. Missing land drops by the looks of it. If he wants to start blowing up his lands, he's gonna have to pay a premium for it. It's annoying he's got the Standstill because we could Teferi's response. No response. I think in a minute, if he keeps on doing this, we might have to pop his Standstill to blow up his Dust Bowl. Because this is going to get crazy with the amount of things he can just keep blowing up. Kind of holding us to ransom with this Standstill, to be honest. Right, you want to decree for 1. Fair enough. No response. He's already on a lot of cards anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think we just wanted to Teferi's response and get rid of that bloody Dust Bowl if we can. Alright. Should have let me attack first. I don't have to attack now. So we've seen both decrees here. Let's go to attacks. Yeah, I'm just going to Teferi's responses and get rid of his stupid Standstill. No response. Gonna sort one of these. Declare blockers. Combat damage. And end step. Let's get rid of a Raffia. That's a pretty good Teferi's response. Black Vice is pretty good. We'll try and counter this. No response. You're going to chip away for 1. We are going to take 2. It's the Black Vice. Let's cancel this. Let's impulse. Let's try and search for a Disenchant or something. Yeah, you found it. Let's disenchant this. And let's shift the turn. Counterspell up or other shenanigans. Impulse is fine. So we've already used 2 of his decrees. I mean, that's not ideal for him. Let's mana leak this. Alright, let's swords this then. No response. Let's factory combat. Let's draw stat. Let's animate a factory. Go to combat here. Declare attackers. Attack. Do combat damage. Alright. I'm a little bit scared of the third decree, if I'm honest. Fucking hell, another Dust Bowl. Alright, okay. Alright. Jesus. Alright, I'm just going to pop his Standstill. I'm not going to be held to ransom at the end of his turn. It's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Was a blow a counterspell on it? You can. No response. Okay. Decree's good here. Yep. I'm gonna choose this pot. Any order. Next turn. Oof. Alright, draw start. Flooded Strand. Flip the turn to them. We're gonna make a shit ton of fucking tokens at the end of his turn. No response here. You might have a Stifle actually. You might keep up some mana. So we can make 5 1/1s. That's pretty good. Alright, let's do that. Gyodor. It looks like he hasn't brought in Stifle, or he hasn't got it. Alright, so black face damage. Let's play a morph. Let's go to combat damage. Let's try and sort this. That's fine. You would have fired off a counterspell if you had one. Alright, let's swing for 5. Let's do combat damage. Let's go to end step. Let's counterspell that. No response. We're down to 5 cards anyway. No response here. Down to 8. Looks like he's got Wrath. Or both of his own. Let's counterspell that. Let's go to my turn. No vice damage. You to all. Draw step. Let's flip this up. Let's pump up a factory. No response. No response. Let's go to combat damage. Let's declare attackers. Yep. GG. There you go. Sorry, I didn't hit the record button here, so like an idiot. But we haven't missed much anyway in the opening turns. So it looks like we're playing against some sort of Terrageddon type deck. This Richard Import's going to be super annoying. So I'm actually going to blow it up. Get rid of a waste because we've got another one in our hand. Exile the bottom card of their library. Shift the turn to them. Can't sack it in response, so we're just gonna let it go. Let's draw. Exalted Angel looks good. Could actually flip that next turn, so let's see if we can try and do that. He might have a swords, but may not. Ouch. Alright. We're getting him to use those gemstones there, which is quite nice. Let's attack for 2 anyway. So you got here, terrible. No response to this. We're gonna sort it though. Full step. Flooded Strands. We're just gonna dust bow his gemstone mine here, I guess. Actually, do they do that? You've only got a counter on it each. Ah, fuck it. We'll just pump up the factory here. Going for some damage. What's this? Never terrible? Right. Fair enough. Alright, decrease even better. Let's just pass it down. You'll be wary of that pyroclasm, so we'll do it end of turn here and then keep it manually. Let's go for an island. Let's do it this way. Let's decree for free. Heal to all. Alright. Let's attack for free. Dismantling Blow would have been good ages ago. Looks like another pyroclasm. Or an earthquake. Let's Malik this. Looks like an Armageddon deck. Fair enough. Maybe don't reveal your entire hand to me before the match is finished. Anyway, the Teferi's response doesn't look too bad if he's got like a port. If he does manage to cast Armageddon here, we're fucked, so that's just the way it is. Dismantling Blow is a little bit slow. Furnace is pretty good here for the graveyard of his. We will keep. We might take out the Angel here actually, and Humility. A little bit slow. Yeah, I've got turn. We have got an Annul here actually, which is going to be really good for their Sylvan Library, so I'm going to keep. Let's do draw start. I kind of need more lands than this, so I'm hoping we draw into more. Glad we brought the Annuls in here. Let's play the Furnace. Pretend we've got Annul up here with the one blue. That's fine. Alright, let's do draw step. Alright, double blue's pretty good here. We haven't got any more lands than them at the moment, so whether Wafer isn't going to be too much of a problem. If anything, they got more land than us, so. No response. Let's sort this. I know the other one's a problem as well, but let's just take 3. Let's impulse. Let's go to the Conclave. Duskbow's good. Let's play that. Shift the turn to them. Yep. Might just take this 3 damage. Want to try and keep up Counterspell. And then we could also Factor Fiction at the end of turn. I never fucking cheat our village. Jesus Christ. Alright. He might have Red Blast here. Or Pyro Blast. Does indeed. No response. Let's exile a card of his. Maybe should have done that. Yeah, end step of his last turn, actually, in all honesty. I missed that. Armageddon. Alright. Let's Counterspell. Kinda getting a little bit nervous to play out land now, so I might just wait for a second. We did have another one. Okay. No response. Any order? Factory and pass. Turn to them. Pretty good. He got. What has he got? Seal of cleansing. Can blow up my factory. No. That's man like that. Draw step. Alright, shift the turn to them. Impulse is good. Ha! There you go. That's how you do it. Fair enough. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, this looks like mono black. I don't know what gives it away, the Dark Ritual, the Swamp, or the Hypnotic Expected. Alright, bye bye Hypnotic. Was probably Standstill going. Yep. Let's play the Conclave, shut the turn to them. Let's say Cabal Therapy would have been brutal there. Mana Leak's a good draw. Fair enough. Green black. Nope. Nothing. Disenchant's pretty good. Ravenous Rats. Let's factor fiction in response here. Yeah, we gotta choose part one. No response. I'm going to discard a to figure. Let's get rid of the Mana Leak. It's going to get worse as time goes on. Draw step then. Standstill's pretty good. Play Standstill. Turn to them. We'll declare attackers. We're gonna animate this. We're gonna block. I'm going to play straight into my Standstill. I'm going to draw some more cards. We're going to lose a factory. Going to play a Pernicious Deed. We've got Disenchant for that. So this looks like green black. I got land. Got Disenchant for this. I'm going to lose a card here. Most probably Impulse. There you go. Alright, let's see what we can do. Powder Keg's pretty good against this deck, I think. Furnace might be like some sort of graveyard shenanigans. They might be quite good. We've already got one in there anyway, though, so don't maybe not need that many. No, Wrath of God might be good. It does play the Pernicious Deed actually, so keeping Dismantling Blow is good. Standstill seems good, though he might have the treetop villages. Keep 2 in. Humility seems alright. Maybe take out one of the Exalted Angels, especially if we've got Humility. Let's take out a... So many good cards. Maybe one of the Impulses. For some reason I thought it was mono black, and then I started seeing the green. So it looks like the rock. Standstill's pretty good. Sword's pretty good. I think we're going to see a turn 1 duress like last time. Yep, there's nothing we can do about it. He takes the swords, wow. Interesting. Such an interesting play though, because he played the... Hypnotic Spectre from Dark Ritual, so I just presumed it was mono black, but clearly not. Alright, Nikachu Shade's pretty good here. We need to draw swords. That's not swords. Shouldn't turn to them. Right, Nikachu's going to hit damn hard, I'll tell you that now. He wants to pump it up. Right, take 4. Treetop's good. Might shift the turn to them. I'm going to pump up the factory here. Declare blockers. Pump itself. It's most probably going to pump his. Yeah, I mean, I have to trade a bloody factory here for a Nikachu Shade, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Treetop Village is annoying. Dustbowl is good for that though. Should have turned to them. Shit. Alright. Yep, nothing we can do about this. Take our planes. Take our turn. Dust Bowl. Shift the turn to them. Blimey, this thing's huge. Right, let's see if he can... what he names here. Fact or fiction? Fucking I did name it as well. Fair enough. Their attackers. I think we're just gonna flash in the Decree for 1 here and hope to draw something relevant. Land, okay. Lovely. Where's the Wrath of God when you need one? Okay, that's pretty good. Wow, I'll take it all back. Give the turn to them. Now we saw the treetop villages, so we're just gonna have to start blowing them up. Gonna yield through this turn. Literally yield. Gonna go to 8 though. Draw step. Flooded Strands. Shift the turn to them. You got a pretty shitty hand, if I'm honest. That's fine. That's not fine. No response. We're gonna activate the other one. Alright, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. We'll blow this up. No response. We need a sword, so we're dead. That's not a sword. Declare attackers. Let's get rid of this. You to all. We're on 1 life. There you go. Wow, that Wrath of God nearly saved our bacon, but clearly wasn't enough. Right, let's bring in Sarah Angel again. Might even take out the Disenchant. They just seem absolutely terrible. Although I keep 2 in, I guess. There's nothing else I could really bring in. Stifle. No. I think that's it. Oh, jeez. We're going to play. Swords, Disenchant, Mana Leak. Okay, keep. Mulligan to 5 cards. Fair enough. Faerie Conclave. Pass the turn to them. Fair enough. Place a treetop village. We play Flooded Strand. We're just drawing into more land here. I don't really like to see, but here's what it is. No response to this. I don't really care. Got loads of land. Bigger things to worry about than that. Powder Keg's pretty good. Just gonna chip the turn. We don't care about 1 damage. Treetop Village is annoying though. Although we have got Powder Keg for the Treetop Village, so yeah, just keep on taking 1. I'm gonna swords here because he's just gonna flash back it anyway. Hopefully he misses. Alright, my turn. No response. No. Draw step. Impulse is pretty good. Let's shift the turn to them. No response. Should have impulsed at the end of there, to be honest, but oh well. Alright, decree's pretty good. They want to pump up one of the treetops here. Yeah, we will sack it. We will impulse. Take a fact of fiction. Any order. Next turn. Draw step. Furnace in bad. XX all the bottom cards there, the Cabal Therapy. Pass the turn back to them. The rest is pretty good. I'm gonna Factor of Fiction in response. Jesus, okay. Alright, we're going to choose tile 2 just to make it hard for him with the duress. She's either got to choose Decree or Standstill. I'll probably choose Decree. Yeah. Makes sense. Gonna most probably pump up the treetop village here and attack for free. I'm just gonna yield through this turn. Ritual into Hypnotic Spectre, that's pretty good. Let's play Factory. Let's exile the bottom cards. If he attacks with the Hypnotic Spectre, we're gonna pump up the Conclave. block. Declare blockers. Take 3. Fucking hell, another treetop village? Really? Alright, that's impulse. Alright, we've got a sword, so that's good. Any order. Swords this one. Next turn. Draw step. How many treetops has you already got? 2. Alright. Could play Standstill and then just trade with the other treetop village. I think that's what I'm going to do. Declare attackers. No, he isn't. Let's get rid of his. Alright. Let's just go to my turn. Draw step. Wrath of God. Shift the turn back to them. Need a decree if possible. Exalted Angel is not bad, but shift the turn to them. Right, it's just going to play right into our... Okay, we're going to take a damage, counterspell this. Right, now we can play the angel. Let's cancel that. Malik's not bad. Let's just play this as a morph. Keep up counterspell with Mana Leak. Let's get rid of this. Give the turn to them. Yeah, buddy! Yeah, buddy! Yeah, buddy. Happy days! Alright, we're going to finish it there, guys. You take care. Bye-bye.